both doing the spring, sorry. It can't be doing fall because it's spring. Wow, I need to figure out my stuff. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've been watching my last video, welcome. If it's your first time, welcome to my channel. This is going to be where I show my DCP experience and just show you a little bit of what I do, the adventures we go on, all of that fun type of stuff. So today I'm actually going to be doing a thing called the DCP Tag. And what it is about 10 questions that help get you to know a little bit more about me, about the Disney College program, and what I'll be doing. So we're going to go through those a little bit, and then I have something at the end, but this one we're going to see a little bit more about me and what I'm getting out of the program. So I have my questions right here. So question 1, how and when did you hear about the program? Now, for me personally, I had heard about it, I think, freshman year, if I remember correctly, at my first school. And I thought about doing it, but it really didn't seem like it was a good option for me, just with my career and my major and all of that. So I kind of just forgot about it. Then came this past summer, I worked at Cedar Point. So as you know, I'm coming back to Cedar Point this summer for special events, but I did hotels. And I really fell in love with the type of field, the amusement parks, all of that type of stuff. I really enjoyed it. So I talked to my friend, her name's Carrington, and also my friend Angela, who was working at Cedar Point, and they are both doing the spring, sorry, it can't be doing fall because it's spring. Wow, I need to figure out my stuff. But anyways, they are doing the spring program, and they told me about it. Carrington was really good at helping me see how I could use it. And then once I knew I wanted to be in this field, I really wanted to do it at Disney because they're known for really good guest service and all of that fun stuff. Also, between her and Angela, they really got me into it. And so that's when I applied. I applied for the first time this spring, and that's how I got in. So on to question number 2. Why do you want to do the program? So went into this a little bit in the last answer, but I really love guest service and helping with guests, the amusement industry, especially it's kind of like a resort, the park feel that Disney has. I love that industry. That's something that I'm really passionate about. And so something that I really want to do is I want to get in there, do the CP, and then go to a professional internship or management internship. And then hopefully from there go to full-time doing events, guest services, or even resorts. So that's the goal. That's the main reason I want to do it, is it's something I want to do. I'm going to be graduating in December while on the program, so it just makes sense for me to go down there, get my foot in the door, and then I can just continue from there. Hopefully, fingers crossed, a little bit of pixie dust, but hopefully I can make it from there. So question number 3, how was your interview and acceptance process, and how long was it? So again, this was my first time applying. I wanted to do it right, so what I did is I did the work experience about 2 weeks ahead of time. So you can go on ahead of time in the portal and start filling out your work experience on your profile. And I had a bunch of people look at it. I had my admissions counselor, not admissions, my career counselor, my mom, my friends. I had alumni look at it. Highly recommend alumni looking at it. I'll personally look at your work if it helps, because that's what they look at, that's very key. So I applied on the very first day. I wasn't going to. I was actually going to wait till about Wednesday of that week, but I couldn't wait anymore. So I applied, did that probably around 10:30, 11 a.m. in the morning that day. Around 2 o'clock, I got an email saying that I was selected for a web-based interview, and I was really excited for that. So what I did is I took that interview that night, and if you don't know, it tells you right away at the end whether or not you are moving on in the process. So I got that so that I could go to a phone interview, and I scheduled that for the Thursday that week. So it was the very first week, very first day they were doing phone interviews. And I did it around 7:30. Very nerve-wracking, but the interviewer was so nice. She was able to help calm me down. It was just like talking to a friend, and I really thought I did well. Then came the part that nobody likes, the waiting game. Since I had my interview on the first day, I really didn't get to hear anything for a couple of weeks because they wouldn't do offer waves for a few weeks. So it came about probably, I think it was 2 to 3 weeks after I had done my phone interview, I got the acceptance. So it took me about 3 weeks from start to finish to go from application, web-based interview, phone interview to acceptance. I've seen people who waited longer, people who have waited less. So it's different for everybody, but that's how long it was for me personally. Question 4, when and where were you when you found out you were accepted? So funny story with this. Don't know if any of you who are watching follow the recruiters on Twitter, but Christy and Kirk are the two main ones for the DCP. And the first wave, big wave, went out that it was a Tuesday. And I went into work around 6 o'clock, and I know it was around 5, they go home for the day. So I was like, okay, I didn't get one, maybe next time, but it's fine. So I'm in work, and I have the group chat, because, you know, we have group chats, and they send a tweet that Kirk had said he was working from home. So I was like, okay, maybe, but don't expect anything, because, you know, it probably won't happen. So I get out of work around 9 o'clock, and I'm walking out of the dining center, and I just was like, I didn't get an email, so oh well, but I'll just check my dashboard and make sure I didn't get NLIC'd or anything like that. And so I checked it, and it said offer. So fun fact, still have not gotten my acceptance email. Even though I am going to the program, never got that email. But I got that, and I remember the first thing I did was I called Carrington, friend I told you about earlier, because she was really, really important to me, and I wanted her to know about this. And then I called my mom and a few other people and texted a bunch of people. I was in shock for the first couple of minutes. I was jumping up and down. I couldn't talk right. I was speeding through my words and all of that fun stuff. But that's where I was. I'd gotten out of work, and it gave me goosebumps. I couldn't believe that I had gotten in at that time. So that's where I was when I actually got accepted. Question 5, what is your role and what were your preferred roles? And where do you want to work? So good question. So my role is custodial. That's actually what my friend Carrington does now, and she says it's really good. I've heard a lot of good things about this role. And my top roles were actually custodial. I had convention guide, front desk, and attractions. So I did get one of my top 4. So I was really, really happy about that because you do get high guest interaction. For me, I really want to work at either Disney's Animal Kingdom or Epcot. So I'm going to refer to Animal Kingdom as DAC just for future reference, but I love animals, so I would absolutely love to be in DAC. It'd be at a fantastic place. I can see the animals, I can interact with guests. It's a great park. Rivers of Light is something I really want to see, but also Epcot. The reason I say Epcot, a lot of people are like, it's Epcot. There's not much there. But I say Epcot because all the festivals. So in the fall, there's food and wine. Also in the spring, if I were to extend, I would be doing the Flower and Garden and the Arts Festival that they have there. So that's one cool thing there, plus all the different countries. I really think it would be a really fun place to work. So question number 6, when do you arrive and where do you want to live? So I'll be doing the Cedar Point internship April 27th through July 31st. I then fly out to Orlando on August 5th. So on August 5th I fly down, August 6th I check in. I'm really excited. I do have some great roommates, and we're looking to live in Patterson or Chatham. Commons is also an option, but we would have to either add or get rid of someone, and we're unsure about that. So that's where I'd really like to live, especially with the buses and everything. I think it'd be really good for us to live in one of those. I've heard a lot of good things about those. Question 7, how'd you go about finding roommates? So actually, funny story, I didn't actually go about and find roommates. So I truly met one person, his name's Benji, and Ben for short, and we just started talking on Facebook, and then we went and started texting each other and just getting to know each other. And one day he was like, hey, I found guys who want to live together, because me and him had talked about it. And he was like, is that okay? And I'm like, oh sure, let me get to know him, but I'm fine with that. And so we actually all talked, we have a Facebook group, and we really get along. So it's something that he kind of found people, I found someone to add later on. So it's all about just the Facebook pages, getting to see people on there or the chats. That's really how I found my roommates, and that's how a lot of people do. Question 8. What's the number one thing you want to accomplish while on your program? So this is actually a great question. So while I do want to experience all the things in the parks, I have some challenges I want to do. I also really want to network because, as I said, I want to do a career at Walt Disney World. So it's really good for me to do networking and make sure that I am getting to know people, building connections and things like that. So starting off by telling my team lead or my supervisor what my goals are in like the first week, so they can help me meet people, and going to like meet and greets that Disney puts on as well. So that's my biggest accomplishment I'm hoping for, is networking. So question number 9, what are you going to miss most about home, and what aren't you going to miss? So home, been there my whole life minus school, so it does mean a lot to me. Something that I am really going to miss, I'm going to miss my friends a lot. So for me, I'm going to miss my friends. I have my friends Liz, Natalie, Brad. They're all really close to me at my immediate home. My friend Lexi, she's in Ohio as well. I'm going to miss talking to her and seeing her because I'm going to be far away. I'll be able to talk, but it won't be the same. I'm going to miss my friend Carrington because she comes back when I leave for Disney, so we won't get to see each other. And then the other couple of friends that I'm really going to miss from back home in Ohio is my friends David, Cody, and Angela, who's on the program right now, who are all from Cedar Point. I fell in love with them over this past summer. We came so close with each other, and it's just going to be hard moving away. I know Angela and David are hopefully going to go visit. I know Carrington's parents are going to come visit me, so hoping that some of my friends can come visit, but I'm going to miss them. I'm going to miss my family. I'm going to miss going to Indians games or just the downtown experience, like the theater district downtown. I'm going to miss the zoo because I was there for 14 years, I think it was. No, that was at my park job. I was doing the zoo for 8 years, so I was there for a very, very long time, and so they became part of my family, so I'm going to miss them. And then overall, I'm just going to miss like the lake and the parks that we have in the area. Like, I love the parks. That's something that's really important to me. And a little bit of things like Santa's Workshop. I've done that since I was 8 years old, helping build toys with kids. So that's something I won't be doing this year. And then I will miss the snow a little bit. Now, things I'm not going to miss, snow. With that being said, I mean like April, March, when it starts supposed to warm up. It is April, and I'm in Michigan right now, but it's the same as Ohio a lot of the time. It just snowed yesterday. Like, I don't mean just snowed lightly. It was heavy snow. And I'm like, it's April. It's spring. We need to move on. So I am not going to miss a lot of the snow. I am not going to also miss hearing about the Browns. They're not my football team, but I hear about them all the time on the news, so I'm not going to miss that. And the one other thing that I'm probably not going to miss from being at home is just like, there wasn't as much to do. Like, I found stuff to do, but in Florida I'm going to have all the parks. I'm going to have Universal, maybe even SeaWorld to go to. That's what I did this past summer at Cedar Point. I would just go there all the time, and that's something that I really like because I live in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of like, it's a township, not even a town, because it's so tiny. And so that was a big thing for me, is I'm not going to really miss that because, you know, it is home. But I'm also excited for a new adventure minus the heat and humidity. So I'm going to have to get used to that because I don't like that, but we'll work through it. And question 10, what do you want to take away from the program? So for me, as I said, networking is huge. I really want to do that. I want to learn and how to grow and how to move up in the company. But I really want to make lifelong friendships. I want to make memories. That's why I'm doing this, is because there's going to be things that happen that I'm going to remember. There's things I'm not. And so that's why I want to vlog it, so I can go back and see it and see what happened. So that's a big thing with that, making friends and memories. But I really want to take away is this is a start of my career. So getting everything set up, getting an apartment, and really just bonding with people, getting to know people, learning their stories, and just having a good time while also getting work done and getting further in like networking and getting a PI or a full-time position. So those are the 10 questions that we have on here. So that was the DCP tag. I do have one more thing that I do want to bring up before I tell you what I'm going to be doing after this video for next week. In the DCP, we do have a Facebook page, and we become a family. It's something that's very, very important to me, everyone, because we're very supportive of each other. I'm going to read off of this paper here just because it's a little bit easier for me to read it for you than trying to abbreviate it. But a few weeks ago, there was a girl Her name was Amanda Korbus, and she was going to be doing the Disney College program this May for Fall Advantage, and she was really excited. Working for Disney was her dream, and she really, really loved Disney. And her roommates that she had worked out with actually posted a few weeks ago that she had passed away in a car accident, and actually yesterday was her birthday. So it's been hard on them. I've been talking to one or two of them and helping, just seeing what I can do. And a big thing that they would like to see done is, as I said, she loved Disney. She was super excited to do the Disney College program. And so a way to honor her and help the family, help them, because they're going to make a scrapbook, is they wanted to, if you go in the parks, the way to honor her is they have the little celebration buttons about this big. You can write on there the life of Amanda or Amanda Korbus, and I'll have her name down below in the description so you guys know how to spell it and all of that. But and then take pictures. They just want pictures all around the parks with characters on rides, anything like that, and then send them to me. So my Instagram is Andy's Coming to Disney with an underscore. It's in the description below as well. If you send them to me, I will make sure that the girls get them. They can get to the families, they can put it in the scrapbook, but they would absolutely love that because this is something she loved. She's up above right now with Walt, learning amazing things from him, and she's shining down on all of them. But that would be a big tribute, is if you go in the parks and you're going and you really are just having a good time, do it with the button. Show them what you're doing, because it's Amanda's spirit. This is what she loved, and they would greatly appreciate it. I'm hoping in the fall when I arrive, they arrive about a month after me, that I'm going to be able to do a video collab with them. I really want to go around the parks. We're going to have fun, do things in her memory, just to really help them. So not sure if that's happening yet. We talked about it, but that is something that we are working on. So again, if you could do that, they would greatly appreciate it. Again, just send them to me on Instagram, and I will get them over to them. With that, next week, I'm going to try to do the 30 questions in 5 minutes challenge. With that being said, you know I talk. This is already a 16-minute video. We're going to see if I can actually do it. I might have to prepare ahead of time, because if I don't, I might think too much or talk too much. So we're going to see what we can do there. The week after that, so what day will that be? The 20th/21st. That week, I am doing an application tips video. I'll do a web-based interview and a phone interview one eventually. With that being said, I want to know what you guys want tips-wise. Is there anything I can tell you that you may not have seen in other vlogs, things you want to know about? Either comment down below or message me on Instagram. Also, those of you who are in the DCP Spring 2019 group me, I'm going to be posting that in the group me. Let me know what you want to hear, because I want to give you guys the best tips I can so you guys can get in. Again, you can always message me. I will gladly help you out with your applications when they drop. Might be a little swamped applying for my around 18 professional internships, but I will gladly help you out, answer any questions you have. So I'm working on those. And then, again, I just wanted to say thank you all for watching. It means a lot to me that you're watching this. I'm starting to get better with it, looking at the camera, angles, things like that. And it's going to get more interesting as we come along. So next 2 weeks are my final 2 weeks in school, and then I have finals week. After that, I'm in Cedar Point. So I'm going to talk to my supervisor, see if I can bring this lovely little tripod in and show you guys some of the stuff that there is to do at Cedar Point, because a lot of you haven't heard of it, but highly recommend. It's going to be a great place. We have a new roller coaster and roller coaster capital of the world, but I'm going on a tangent. So again, I just wanted to say thank you all for watching. If you like this or have already watched and want to see more, hit subscribe down below. Again, I greatly appreciate everything that you guys are doing to watch this, share it, all of that, and I'll see you guys next week when I do the DCP app, the DCP 30 questions in 5 minute challenge, and then the application video the week after that. So thank you guys for watching again, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.